During the Super Bowl just this past weekend, a staggering $1.4 billion was wagered on a single sporting event. In fact, across the US, an average of $12 billion is wagered every month. For many, placing a bet on a game like the Super Bowl is harmless. It's just another way to enjoy sports. But for a growing number of people, particularly young adults, sports betting is becoming more than just entertainment or fantasy leagues. It's a gateway to financial stress, emotional turmoil, and in some cases, full-blown addiction. So what exactly is problem gambling? To put it simply, it's the inability to stop betting even when it causes serious problems. And sports betting is fueling a new way of gambling addiction, especially among young men. In fact, a 2023 NCAA survey found that nearly 60% of young adults aged 18 to 22 have engaged in at least one sports betting activity. And according to the National Council on Problem Gambling, 26% of young males show signs of problem gambling. Think about that. This is a risk of harm rate so high that if this were a clinical drug trial, it likely wouldn't pass FDA approval. And here's what we don't talk about enough. Gambling addiction can be deadly. Research shows that people struggling with gambling addiction are up to 15 times more likely to attempt suicide than the general population. Yet sports betting is everywhere, marketed, normalized, and woven into the sports experience. So why is this happening? First, betting is now easier than ever. With the legalization of sports betting currently across 39 states, sports betting is now a $100 billion plus industry and more accessible than ever. You can't watch a game today without being bombarded by celebrity-endorsed ads for apps like DraftKings and FanDuel. No more trips to the casino are required. Just a quick tap on your smartphone and you're in. And these apps are designed to keep you engaged, offering risk-free bets, pushing notifications, and making it feel like you're always just one bet away from a big win. And unlike drugs and alcohol, with problem gambling, there's no smell, no slurred speech, and no obvious signs. Instead, the warning signs are emotional and financial. Secrecy, sudden mood swings, and unexplained money problems. For many families, the problem goes unnoticed until it's too late, when the debt is overwhelming, relationships are breaking down, and those red flags can no longer be ignored. Take Sarah, for example. Sarah's a mom who couldn't shake that feeling like something was off with her 20-year-old son. He was always glued to his phone, distant and on edge. Then came the odd request to borrow money, the excuses, the stress he couldn't explain. But when the truth finally came out, he had racked up thousands of dollars in debt, and he was in real trouble. It started small, just betting along with his friends on his favorite teams. But before long, he was chasing losses, gambling on random games, and desperately trying to cover it up by taking out high-interest loans he couldn't pay back. By the time Sarah figured it out, the debt was so overwhelming, and there was so much shame and depression. Families often feel blindsided, wondering, how did this happen? The truth is, sports betting platforms make it easy to keep playing and hard to stop. In our next episode, we're going to take a deeper look at how sports betting platforms are designed to hook users and why it's so hard to walk away. Stay tuned, and let's keep this conversation going.